I thought I'd do a follow-up on my 2012 KHS that I bought, and I'm still very happy with it and pleased with it. It's a rainy day today, so I won't be riding. In fact, I haven't been able to get a lot of riding time in since my original video. I do have like 237 miles on my bike, according to my computer, and most of those are, trips of 30 miles or more, so I haven't been on it a lot. But I have been on it enough to adjust it, tweak it, the derailleurs. It's working really good, and it's been good. One of the reasons I didn't want to spend $2,400 on a bicycle again was just for this reason. It's just perfect for me to get out and enjoy, light enough, nimble enough, can rely on it, and I don't have to have the guilt of having spent so much on it. I'm not a racer. I just enjoy kind of sport touring, I suppose, going distances that challenge me physically. So, and occasional longer trips. I'd like to do a century this summer. So, or maybe some overnighters like GOBA, the Great Ohio Bicycle Tour. Anyway, yeah, here it is. Still holding up really well. I find that the Shimano 2300 parts on there are very strong. They're not as light as some, but the crank is extremely stiff, and you can see that just how it's made. The crank arms and the crank. Look at this one over here. Hollowed out a little bit on the back, like many of them are, but it's thicker as well. Like the shape of it is not really rounded or refined, but I think that adds stiffness to it. That's what it results in, which for me is good. I'm not as light as I used to be. The derailleurs have been performing really great. The Shimano front derailleur has that mid position. Not all of them do. My son has a Tiagra, and it does not have, his is 2011, it doesn't have that mid position that they call what do they call that? Trim feature. But most of the time I ride in that trim feature, and hear no grinding at all whatsoever when it comes to the chain on the front derailleur. Yes, I've had time then to adjust the handlebars the way I like them. I ended up cutting the steering tube all the way down. I think that looks good. My old bikes that I had that were more racing style, the handlebars ended up being a couple inches, maybe several inches below the seat. This is a little more comfortable. They call it, some manufacturers call it the endurance frame setup, where the stem, not the stem, but the head tube, you see it rises up there from the seat, and the cross tube, the top tube, is at a diagonal, and that makes it so you don't have to hunch over as far when you're riding. You don't have to hunch down. Some of them call it their sport, some of them call it their endurance, some of them call it their sport touring. That used to be the old phrase for bikes that had a little more stretched out geometry. But I find this to be a very nice bike. The wheels have been strong. They're still in true. What else can I say about it? I'm looking forward to getting more riding in on it. I think the tires are comfortable. They are the 26 millimeter, a little bit wider. Usually 25 or 23 is what people go with. And I might do that as I wear these out. Probably get a little bit narrower tire on there. And here's my new top peak seat wedge, just a little more modern perhaps than some of the others. They had a smaller one, but this one ended up being the right size for me to fit wallet in, and iPhone and some tools, including also a tube. So there's a lot that fits in that little thing. Here are my water bottle cages. They're actually giant. Got them on eBay for, I think I got 2 of them for $10, so that ended up being pretty good. Maybe in the future I'll have another video of cleaning the chain or something like that. I got a new work stand from Performance Bike, and some cleaning materials. This still has the original lubrication on it, which I think is pretty sticky. So I'd like to wash that off. In fact, yeah, you can see grit. Let's see if I can focus that in. You can see grit, right? That lubrication is actually attracted to the chain. So I'm going to clean that off when I get a chance. I've been teaching classes and taking classes, and haven't had the time to do as much riding, but I'm glad that I have the bike to do it when I want to do it. There's a 30-some mile, 60-some mile ride, 68, this coming Saturday. I might go on. It's kind of an organized ride to preserve the wild animals. It's kind of cool. All right, anyway, enough rambling on. If you're considering getting a KHS 300 for the type of riding that I've described in this video, I would highly recommend it for the price. MSRP I think is $7.99 in 2013, and it's blue. Very nice looking blue color. I was just about ready to purchase one of those and then found this one a year older on eBay for less and bought it. But I wouldn't have any hesitation of paying the MSRP or a bike shop price for the 2013 either. Okay, talk to you later.